Hey Joe, how are you?
Great, how are you?
I am fantastic, thank you. I have been trying to focus on school right now, with our big exam coming up this Monday. We have been learning some pretty interesting things, but I'm not grasping all of the concepts. Are you studying for the history exam?
Yeah, actually, school has been pretty interesting. I kind of been liking to learn this year. I've been trying to study for the exam, but I feel like I have no time, but I will this weekend.
Me too.
Kind of struggling on how to remember all the steps on how a bill becomes a law.
I know, that's my biggest problem too. Maybe we should do a study group with you and I.
Yeah, that would be great. Then we can be 100% sure about everything before the exam. When do you want to start?
We can start tomorrow since our exam is on Monday. We can have the whole weekend to study for it.
Okay, then it is settled, but where do you want to meet?
How about the library?
Okay, Friday after school at the library.
Okay, I'm excited. We will do great.
Hey Sandra, are you ready to start?
Hey, Pedro, and of course that's what we're here for, isn't it?
Okay, so I've been looking over the steps and I don't quite understand all of the steps, do you?
No, not perfectly, but I'll do my best.
The first thing that happens?
The first step is to introduce the bill.
So who introduces the bill? Can anyone do that or a specific person?
The Congress actually are the ones who can introduce a bill. After they introduce the bill, then they decide if the bill goes to the House or the Senate.
Oh, so how do they decide which bill goes to where?
Well, if the bill is a tax bill, it must go to the House of Representatives, but all other bills go to the Senate.
Oh, okay, so what's the next step?
Next step is the committee action on a bill. This step is when the bills are determined where the bill will go so that the experts of the issues in the bills can be reviewed. If the bill is between two committees, they can send the bill to both committees. If the bill is in the Senate, though, it must go to the first committee no matter what the content is.
So what happens if they want more info on the bill?
Well, they then send the bill to the subcommittees where they can examine it closer and send it back to the committee so it can be approved.
Where does it go after it gets approved?
If the bill is approved, it is sent to the House floor, which is where it is looked over by the House of Representatives.
What do they look over?
While the bill is being looked over, the House is talking about what they disagree or agree with in the bill. They have one of the clerks read them the sections, and they revise what they want to change, and once they all come to agreement with no more changes, the bill is next going to be voted on.
Oh, yes, I understand this part.
Oh, good, because I kind of get confused.
Okay, so they need to vote on the bill next. There are three ways for them to vote on the bill. They can choose to have a viva voice, which where the Speaker of the House has them say yes or no to the bill. They can also do what's called division. This is when the Speaker has the representatives who agree with the bill to stand and be counted, and then those who disagree to stand after and get counted. The last option is what they recorded. They can vote using the electronic voting system. If most of them vote yes, the bill is then sent to the
Wow, that's a lot of ways, but I think I can do it. Then what happens?
The bill is then sent to the Senate, where it goes through almost the same steps as the House of Representatives. They discuss and change what they want, and then it goes to the Senate floor so they can vote. The difference is that the Senate vote by voice. They say yes or no to what they think, and if they mostly say yes, the bill is sent to the President.
Oh, yes, I know this part. When they send the bill to the president, he can choose between three choices. The first is he can automatically sign the bill and then pass it. He can refuse to sign, which is known as a veto, which means the bill goes back to the House of Representatives with the reason for this decision. If the House and the Senate believe that this bill should become a law, they can take a vote, and if two-thirds of them agree that they want to make this a law, then it will become a law even though the president disagreed. The last thing he can do is to do nothing. The President decides not to do anything and the Congress is in session for at least 10 days, the bill will automatically become a law. But if they are not in session, then the bill will not become a law.
At least if all goes well and they agree to make it a law, or they override the veto, then the bill becomes a law.
Finally, this was so exciting. So the basic steps are 1. The bill is introduced. 2. The bill goes to the committee. 3. The bill is reported or sent to the House floor. 4. The bill is debated upon. 5. The bill is voted on in the House. 6. The bill is voted on in the Senate. 7. The bill is sent to the President. And 8. The bill becomes a law or it doesn't.
Wow, that wasn't so hard after all. We just needed to break it up easier for us to understand. Awesome. I feel great about this study session. How about you?
Me too! Alright, well we will continue to study over the rest of the weekend and I will see you on Monday.
Alrighty. Bye.